Good morning to everyone. Myself N. Kalpana. I'm from Sri GK Jain Higher Secondary School, Royapuram. For more educational video, please subscribe our YouTube channel.
Today for the 12th standard I am going to explain the lesson as coordination chemistry and the topic is CFSE, crystal field stabilizing energy. So for the crystal field stabilizing energy for the low spin complexes as well as the high spin complexes. Before that, in the previous video we discussed about the crystal field splitting energy. So from that we know that delta O and delta T. So delta means difference of energies. During the splitting of energy, the difference of energy is mentioned as a delta. It has been in the octahedral complex, so that is why we have given as a delta O, and delta T means difference in the splitting of energy in the tetrahedral complexes. Okay. So we already know about the complexes. When you have discussed with the complexes, the metal ion, it has been bonded with the ligands. So ligand plays a vital role. We have two kinds of ligands. One is a strong field ligands, other one is a weak field ligand. So what is the difference of value strong field ligand and weak field ligands are placed? If the strong field ligands are placed means those differences, you already know the differences, it should be like, okay, if the strong field ligands are placed mean it shows a large differences. If the same kind, if you are using the weak field ligands means the differences should be shorter. So that is the thing based on the strong field ligands as well as the weak field ligand. As we know that Eg it will be having a 2 bonds and T2G it will be having a 3 bonds due to the splitting of energies. First of all, if it is D1, D2 and D3. So up to D1 to D3 orbitals based on the Hund's rules. So how can you follow the Hund's rule? How the electrons have been replaced? How the electrons have been filled? Started from the unpaired electrons. It has been awfully filled. Then only you started to filling it with the pair up with that. Okay. So if up to D3 there is no complication at all. So you have started to filling with off filled in the 3 orbitals. Started from D4, there is an option, 2 options will be there. Either you can go ahead with the higher order, that means to the Eg level, or itself it started to pairing in the T2G. So there is a complexes in the started from the D4 orbital. So how can you find whether it has been bond with the Eg or it started to bond with the path 1. So how can based on the delta naught as well as the p value. So based on the delta naught values as well as the p values, you have to find the fourth ligands, the fourth electrons will be on the higher energy or it started to pairing. So what is the delta naught? In the crystal field splitting energy, no, the energy difference of during the crystal field splitting energy, and p, it is about the pairing energy. In sub case, there is a 2 conditions will be there. If pairing energies is greater, then the delta naught value means that then those fourth electron will be goes into the path with the 2T2G values. Second condition, if delta naught value is more, then the pairing energy means it started to see. If delta naught value is increased means for the stable condition you have started to filled with the higher orbital. If pairing energy values is decrease, lower means delta naught value is higher means for getting a stability you have started to pairing up. The only thing is if pairing energy will be less means you have to pair up to getting the stability. The other will be easily you have to accomplish. Have you all understand? 2 things will be there based on the delta naught value and p value. If p value is less means you have to pair up. If p value is more means you have to unpaired electrons here. Okay, let's see the crystal field stabilizing energy. Do the formula where delta is the difference in the energy and E is the energy. Delta is the shows in the difference of energy E. For octahedral, that is why we have to indicate that symbol O. So we have finding the energy difference, that is why the minus symbol will be there. So energy is of 2 kinds of energy, is a ligand field energy, is a isotropic energy. Ligand field energy means when the ligands, during the crystal field theory, when the ligands are approached, after the ligands are approached, the splitting will be taken part. Then what type of energy it is being needed, that energy will be called it as a ligand energy of ligand field. Isobaric means the energy which is in the barrier state, that means before its splitting, before the ligands have been approached, the degenerate orbitals have been approached the average orbital, that means barycenter, it reaches the barycenter. No, that energy is called as a E-iso. Let's go ahead with the formula. Number of electrons in the T2G into minus of 0.4 plus number of electron in the EG orbital into 0.6 into delta naught. Delta means the difference in the octahedral complexes plus number of paired electrons with the pairing energy minus of, this is for the isotropic. Okay, so number of electrons in the isotropic form with pairing energy. Okay, let's do it with the example. Here the complex have been given FeH2O. Here what is the central metal atom? Fe is a central metal atom. What is the atomic number for Fe? It is 26. Then what is the configuration? 3d6 4s2. It should be in the ionic form Fe3 plus. So we have to remove the 3 electrons, which here from 2 electron and here from 1 electron. So let it be 3d5. So we have to write it for the both the thing, high spin as well as the low spin. So before that we go ahead with the isotropic. So for this compound, first of all you have to do it with the isotropic. In the isotropic, 5d orbital having 5 orbitals. So here 5 orbitals are there. So you have to, based on the Hund's rule, you have to fill in all the single paired electron. Number of pairing, so it is 0 pairing because there is no paired up electrons. All it should be unpaired electron. So let it be 0. So all the values become pairing energy. There is no pair. So the pairing energy becomes also 0. So for E-iso becomes 0. Let me find it for the ligands approach. So here we done it for the 2 spins. One is for the high spin, other is for the low spin. Let me go ahead with the high spin. If it is high spin means the remaining electrons will be move on to the higher energy. That means Eg, double H. Okay. First of all, how many electrons are there? D5. Started from T to G. 1, 2, 3. Then it is a high spin configuration. So the remaining electron will be move on to the double X. 1, 2. So totally 5 electrons have been filled. What is the configuration for the high spin for this compound? T2G3 because 3 electrons have been filled, and Eg2 because here 2 electrons have been filled. So let me substitute it in the formula. Number of electrons in the T2 orbital. How many electrons? 3 electrons. So 3 into the value minus 0.4 plus number of electron in the Eg orbital, it will be 2. So 2 into 0.6 plus delta naught plus pairing electron, or it is all should be in the unpaired state only. No paired up electrons will not present. So let it be 0. Next, we already find the isotropic value. It is also been 0. And in the question itself, the delta naught value and the pairing energy is being given. The value of delta naught has become 14,000 and the pairing energy become 30,000. Here we are never using the pairing energy because there is no possibilities of pairing energy here. So let it be, if you are multiply, 4 3s are 12, so 1.2 minus 1.2, 6 2s are 12, again 1.2 plus 1.2. What is the value of delta? It is already given 14,000. So plus minus 1.2 and plus 1.2, let it become 0. 0 into 14,000, let it become 0. So for this compound, the I spin value is 0. And next one, for this same condition for the low spin. Again, how many electrons? 5 electrons. So 1, 2, 3. If the remaining electron, if it goes on the Eg doublet level, means it has become high spin. That is why it has been in the low spin. That is why we have to fill it in the T2G itself. So first of all, we have to fill it in an off way. Then remaining 2 electron, it started to pair up. So here two paired up electrons are there. What is the configuration for the low spin? T2G5, because 5 electrons are present in the T2G and EG becomes 0. Then substituted in the formula, number of T2G become 5 into minus 0.4 plus how many electrons in the GEG? It becomes 0, 0 into 6, 0.6. Then delta naught value, it is given 14,000 plus number of paired electrons. 1, 2. Don't write it as 4, let it be 2. Because paired means it contains 2 electrons. How many paired electrons are there? 1, 2. So 2 into pairing energy. Pairing energy is given 30,000. So 2 into 30,000. So 5 4s are 20 minus 2.0 plus 0 into anything, it should be 0. 14,000. 3 2s are 6, 60. So if you have a multiply and minus subtract the value, finally you will be getting 32,000 centimeter per centimeter. Okay. So for this compound, before that we concluded the high spin and low spin. You have to note it down which one will be having the lesser amount, will be in a more stability, will be having the more stability. So for this compound FeH2O6 3 plus, which is the lowest values for the high spin, the value becomes 0. And the low spin, the value is 32,000. So which will be the more stable for this compound? High spin will be getting as a more stability. So today's session we have discussed about the crystal field stabilizing energy, and we have done it with the example of these compounds also. Thank you.
Subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.